doubt, you can raise your hand. If anybody have any doubt, raise your hand and clear your doubts out. So now I have the book with me, and according to the book, it will go. We had already completed the introduction to object-oriented programming concept, introduction to Java, elementary concept of objects and classes, data types and variables. These four chapters we had completed almost. Few things left in data types and values and data types. Few things are left over. So we will discuss about them later. Now we are in conditional construct, that is chapter 9 according to your book. In that we are currently in the if statement, if else statement and block. Okay, now in the whole, obviously all of you are following hopefully and following the classes properly. The links or the video links are already uploaded in Class Plus Lite study material section. The video of unedited classroom. The video of unedited classroom means the Zoom sessions will be uploaded in the study material section in Class Plus. So if you had missed or if your friends had missed the class, you can always see it from there. Okay, no one have any doubt in the previous classes, so we are going to start our this discussion. Still, if anybody have doubt, you can raise your hand. And in between also, you can raise your hand during the class. I'll clear your doubts. Let us go to page 5. Page number 165. In 165, the chapter is chapter number 9, conditional construct in Java. Now, what is conditional construct or why do we need conditional construct in Java? I think I've said it previously, still I'm saying that conditional construct in Java is important or needed to redirect the flow of program. It is needed to redirect the flow of program. Now, how do we do that, or what is the general syntax? I think I show you still. Once again, I'm going to show you using a program. Now, what should be the program? We did about say the finding the smaller and the greater between two numbers. We did it. We did even did the finding the smaller and smallest number among three numbers. We did that also. So it may be boring for you. Let us today write a program to if alphabet. Now we are going to write a program to assume write a program to is it. Now here we are going to write a program to assume in an a character and check if it is an alphabet or digit, or along that we can even check if it is a special character. So how to do that? So what we need first a char. Char X. We are taking a special character. Okay. If X is equal to small a and that is to small z. See here, there is range. Means A to Z. It is the range. That's why we had used the ampersand sign. It is the range. That's why here we are using the range. Character in small case. So see the program. Hopefully all of it can see in your mobile phone also. There is options to increase the size also. Increase the size. No. Yeah. This is the size that fits your screen. Now you can see here what we had written, what is the program is, a program to assume a character and check if it is an alphabet or digit. So the alphabet would be of from small in smaller case or in uppercase. Now see here, as there is range from A to Z, we had used 10%. Similarly, here also, and same way here also. So now let us compile it. I'm doing it live. There may be mistake, so I'll try to debug if there is a mistake. Okay, now you can see over here there is no syntax error. There is no syntax error. So close it, execute. It is a special character. Why it is a special character? Because we had accepted or assumed a slash sign. Now let us review visit. Now compile it again, close and execute. The special character is coming because of this. Okay. Options. Yes. See it once again. What name? Okay. Now see, only this. Now let us change it to a alphabet. Small capital S. Compile. Every time you make change, must compile. What means you can see it is in uppercase. So how to use the conditional statement and why to use. I hopefully that is clear to everyone now. Okay. Uh, Along with what we also learned that if you need to check the condition in a given range, we can do this. Now I'm going to change the program. Better I copy the whole thing again. Okay. Now copy it. Write a new program and show you this. Same program, but this time choose the blocks. Need to choose a technique. What is the technique is? So there is no error. Now, what is this? This is the ASCII code of the same thing. In the first one, we had checked the capital small a to small z and the ASCII code of the small a is 97. You need not to memorize them. You slowly you will get into the habit and you can easily recall the values of the what the ASCII codes of at least the character and the alphabets and digits. It is very easy. Beside that, there are various all the characters, all the symbols that we can type in from the keyboard has a specific value, and that value is the ASCII value. Now, compiled, we have the capital S printed. Compile again. If by mistake I have not compiled, then see. You get the same output, isn't it? You get the same output. Let us change it. Let us change the character. Previously, we had assumed Yeah, compile every time, make change, compile. You can see the special character once again. See here, I'm going to put the small x, okay. And now I'm not going to compile it. And you can see there is no option of execution. So every time you need to compile and execute. See, smaller case. So we can check a particular character which is being typed in from the keyboard using two options. One, the easier one, which is this is the easier one. You need not to memorize anything. You need not to memorize what is the ASCII code of small a, what is the ASCII code of capital A, what is the ASCII code of zero. You need not to memorize, but you can still do the program. And another way is you can memorize the ASCII code and you can use the ASCII code to perform the same program. Okay, so if anybody have any doubt, any queries related to this program, I have shown you. No one have any doubt. Now, that is the if else ladder, or how to use the if else along with the logical operators. Now, we may have different situations when we need to check the same variable for a number of values. When we need to check the same variable for a number of values, and accordingly we need to perform some task. For example, you want to accept or assume a number and print the number name. I'm not going to take about the multi-digit number. I'm going to take only a single digit number because multi-digit number is quite difficult. So I'm going to show you once again the Gaurav Kumar. New class number. Number name. Right, profile. Not accept. Right, not totally have to accept. See, single digit number and print. Now, as usual, delete everything. State and choose the value to be the value to 3. Okay. Clearly, you can understand what should be the output of this program. Clearly, you know what is the output of the program. So what was the program? The program is to assume a single digit number and print the number name. We have to accept the single digit number only, and then we need to print the number name. So this is the code. If x equals to 1, we are going to put println in alphabet. In words it is 1. Similarly 5 6 7 8 9, and it doesn't match, then we are going to put a not a single digit number. So compiled, execute. Obviously you know what is the output, FIVE. You can see it is correct, there is no problem. But what I was supposed to explain to you, in this situation we have a different method. We can use a different method, and that method is switch case. Now what happens, what is the difference between a switch case and inference is, inference can use any large relational operator. If else we can use any relational operator, means smaller than, greater than, double equals to, not equals to, anything can be used. But in switch case, we can only check the equality. Here in this program, we had checked the equality only. So in this scenario, instead of using the if else, we can use switch case. How to use the switch case? The same program I'm going to create in a new class. Demo. The same program. I'm going to type in the same program. So from here, first copy. Now, we are going to change the whole thing, delete. Switch. What we need to switch? We need to switch the variable whose value we are going to check. Let's switch to the variable. Then we need how to write the case. Case, the value. 1 is the value. Don't forget to use a case 2. Three, is and so on. You can see only 10 minutes left. Five, 6, seven, this is something you can refer to as the else part. While here is missing semicolon. Again, yeah, you can see there is no error. From the top, just scrolling down, the program takes assume a single digit number and print the number name. The program we had already did using the if else statement. Why now execute? Obviously, you know what is the output, that is 5. Now, this is the case why we apply break. Now, in a switch case, break is very important because if we do not apply the brake, then what may happen? If we do not apply the brake, where I'm removing the brake everywhere, now, what was the previous output? The previous output was only 5. Now, what may be the output here? Just check out, just check out here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and not a single digit number. Now, why it happens? Why it happens like that? There's no option to move, I think. Now, why it happens? I'm not getting the minimize button due to some reason. Okay, now, see here, as we had removed the brake, so what happens once the case 5 till 1, 2, 3, and 4, these cases doesn't match. But case 5 matches. As the case 5 matches, it executes all the remaining part or all the remaining cases, including the default. If we remove break from the switch case block, it executes all the remaining cases from where the case matches and executes all the remaining blocks, including the default. This scenario or this situation of programming is also termed as fall through. This is termed as fall through. Now, somewhere intentionally, we need to write programs like this. We need to write programs like this. So, for example, in the previous class also, I gave you the example of that. Assume a day number of a week and print all the remaining days of the week. So what happens there is the intention to execute all the remaining cases. In those cases, we can remove break. That's all. So, and we have only 4 minutes left. That's all for today. If you want to ask any doubt, दिलखुश भाग क्यों रही है? Okay, I'm stopping it. You need not to worry. Dilkush, I stopped your video. She ran away from the camera as soon as I switched to the full zoom mode. Her camera was running. Krish, मारेंगे डंडा. तुम चेहरा दिखा रहे हो, मुस्कुरा भी रहे हो. Okay, now, do anybody have any doubt? Then you can ask. If anybody have any doubt, you can ask. And those who missed from the beginning, or you want to recall the class, you can find the class in the Class Plus Lite in the evening. From evening, the classes will be available on Class Plus Lite. I'll give you the video link of unedited class. I will not do any editing work in the video, as it is taken in the morning. The same video will be available from evening, and it will be there in your Class Plus Lite study material section. Hopefully you have seen the video of the next previous day. If you have not seen, you can visit and attend the classes. If your friends have missed the class, you can also ask them. Okay, nobody have doubt. So I'm going to shut down the class, today's class. The time is also over. And I request all of you to be gathered in the class by 9. From next day, I'll be starting at 9:05 because Zoom has limited duration, only 40 minutes, and it is quite insufficient to explain because I cannot see your faces, I cannot see your expressions, whether you are getting or not. So I have to explain a lot of things. Okay, fine. Have a nice day. Get prepared for a next class if you have. Take care. Have a good day.